Okay, like, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. It's like 2 in the morning and you're like, I might be pregnant, but I don't know. And I still have to wait like a week and a half, 2 weeks until I can test. So what do? You go onto YouTube and you watch videos of all these ladies who knew they were pregnant before they took their pregnancy test to kind of help you through this time of waiting. And I personally love those videos, therefore I wanted to contribute. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I knew I was pregnant before I got pregnant. Wait. That's completely wrong. That's some supernatural stuff. How I knew I was pregnant before I got my positive pregnancy test. Our bodies can be so weird and play tricks on us, and I feel like these videos honestly just gave me some sort of like peace. Kind of reminded me like, this is normal. You are normal. You may or may not be pregnant. It was just kind of those videos that it was like, this is what I need in my time of need. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I've teamed up with my friend Delilah Lepke here on YouTube, and she is also pregnant and going to share signs and symptoms of how she knew she was pregnant before she actually got her positive pregnancy test. She's about like 3-4 weeks ahead of me in this pregnancy. Right now, I'm about 10 weeks. But if you want to check out Delilah's video and see what kind of happened with her signs and symptoms, it is linked down below. Me and Delilah have been talking forever, and it's really nice to ride this like wave of pregnancy alongside someone. I love Delilah. You guys love Delilah. We just have this circle of love all around Delilah. She's so great and she creates such nice content. So that is linked down below. Please check it out. Also, my symptoms had nothing to do with morning sickness, cravings, or sore boobs. And you might hear of some things that like you've just never heard of before. So we're gonna get started, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Before I hop into the video, I just want to say, if you come out of this with a negative pregnancy test, that does not make you any less of a woman. That doesn't make you less important. That doesn't make you less loved. I feel like when we see that negative, and I've had that so many times, I just get that sense of like, I'm not good enough. I'm not like other ladies. It's absolutely horrible how we beat ourselves up, but know that you are so important and so loved no matter how that pregnancy test turns out. God is so good, and I know it can suck to get negative after negative, but God's plan is so good and it is so rich, and sometimes we just need to wait and have peace in it and pray. So I just want to let you know, you are so important to me and to our Heavenly Father, no matter what your test ends up looking like. Remember that. I'm also going to put down my coffee because I'm going to spill it everywhere. I'm gonna take a sip. Okay, here we go. First symptom, absolute first, which gave me like the, of course I'm pregnant feel and knowledge before I had my pregnancy test, which was positive. Implantation nausea. I literally never heard of this until I myself experienced it. Implantation nausea is when the implantation happens and your body just produces like so much progesterone. We're gonna Google this. We need Miss Google. Hold on. It says here that increased levels of progesterone, you know. It is literally so annoying, guys. Why do we have to pick such long, annoying words? I'm trying to teach my kids about dinosaurs. I can't even pronounce their names. I think that's a problem. I also think my necklace is being caught up is a problem. Progesterone following implantation can make you feel nauseous, or you can get nausea while the implantation is happening. That's what I had. So I had it very mildly with my girls. The more I think about it, the more I was like, I definitely had like an hour where I just kind of was like nauseous and gross way before I took my pregnancy test with my girls. I had it very intense with my son and very intense with this pregnancy. This pregnancy, I was like over a week away. Yeah, maybe like 2 weeks away. I don't know. I was very far from actually taking a pregnancy test, and it was 2 in the morning. I had to wake Kieran up. He picked me up and like ran to the bathroom, and I just threw up. I was so sick. I was lightheaded. I felt gross, and that was just implantation nausea. For some ladies, implantation can be actually really intense and just make you feel sick. This isn't something that lasts for like days and days and days, but for me, it would just last for like half an hour, maybe an hour, and that was it. And it was so random. It's been so clear with every single one of my kids too, that as soon as I got implantation nausea or just that like spurt of nausea with this pregnancy, I was like, I'm pregnant. Like, that was the first thing I was like, definitely pregnant. So if you're a while away from actually taking your test, but you just had this like sudden like, I'm sick, nausea, that could be implantation nausea or sickness. It really sucks, but at the same time, it's really nice. I'm just gonna play with my hair this whole video because I'm trying to do like no heat, like waves overnight. And let's just say it's not working. Next is clear skin. I have always struggled with like acne and hormonal acne, and I went through a period where it was clear and beautiful, and then we had to start wearing masks like whenever we went out of the house, and my skin got really, really bad again through this area. And then all of a sudden, without changing up skincare products, still wearing masks, all that stuff, my skin just got clear. And if I was expecting a period, my skin would get worse. But if I'm expecting a pregnancy, my skin's gonna get better. So I had the most beautiful clear skin until about week 5 or 6. And then I just got some little like pimples here and there, which wasn't too bad. I'm also gonna go and get like some fancy facial soon, which is gonna help my skin as well. Anyway, if I am expecting a period, my skin's gonna, it's just go and be bad. But if I know that like I'm pregnant, or maybe I don't know and I'm just all of a sudden noticing my skin is getting stupid clear, I might actually be pregnant. This one is weird, and this is really just personal to me, something that I've gone through with every single one of my pregnancies, and it is a headache and a sore throat on the left side. Very specific, I understand that. Seriously, before I take that test, like a week before, left side headache, left side sore throat, it's a thing. And the only reason I know about that being a pregnancy sign is because this is my 4th pregnancy. If this was my 1st pregnancy, I really wouldn't think too much about that. But with it being my 4th, I was like, oh yeah, Again, very weird, but still something that I wanted to mention. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is discharge. Let's just put it out there. I am a heavy discharge person. Whether I'm pregnant or not, I'm just that person. And I think I shouldn't actually say names. I think someone I know who's related to me is the exact same way. And I don't know what it is, but then when I get pregnant, like early, like a couple days after implantation, I need to change my panties multiple times. I just feel wet. It is very weird, but I've had it with all my pregnancies. As soon as that discharge just becomes like really, really great and it's happening constantly, I'm like, some sort of magic is happening in this area, which is causing this, which is totally normal, but it's annoying at the same time. But heavy discharge, like huge for me, huge way that I know that I'm pregnant. Yes, emotional and hormonal. I'm not an emotional nor hormonal person, even on my period. Like, I'm pretty, like, you see me how you get me how you see me. Like, I'm a pretty constant person, I feel like, but not early pregnancy. I'm not even mid-pregnancy. I'm not. Like, I'm very different. I can cry over things, like silly things. Like, there's a shirt that I wanted to wear today and it's in the wash and my day is just ruined. Like, I can get emotional over small things, and then my hormones are just, it's intense, so intense. So anything like that that's really like heightened is very strange for me. We have a theme here. If something's off, you might be pregnant. But I know as women, we can kind of be like this, whether we're pregnant or not. But if like you're realizing a lot of things are kind of off and it's not all just in your head, it's legit stuff, there's a possibility. If my mood is just kind of weird and off, there's something going on, because my mood is usually really consistent. But pregnancy, it's like, Next is tired. And I'm not good when I'm tired, you guys. This is really bright. Oh, guacamole. You need to go down, sun. The sun will go down, I think. I have so much stuff that I have to do in my day, and if I feel tired, I'm not okay. Like, I'm not someone who naps or lays down or even like sits on my bed during the day. Like, I'm constantly go because I want to, and that's how I'm the happiest and just function the best. But early pregnancy, dude, like, I am tired. Almost embarrassingly tired. And I still will not do things like overly nap in a day, but there are times where I just need to sit and lie down. That's usually when I'll do book time with the kids, or I just gotta close my eyes and just like be by myself for a bit. But yeah, I get super, super tired. That's a normal thing. Your body is like working to create this human being and really at like light speed. Like this kid goes from like extremely tiny to like pretty big by the time that you take your pregnancy test. Like there's a huge change that's already happened during that time. Next is mild bloating. And I don't bloat really big, but I can and do bloat, and it's usually in early pregnancy. This pregnancy, I've bloated like once or twice, once before I got my test and then once like a couple weeks after I got my positive pregnancy test. But if you're just feeling loose, things are a little funky through here, like you're like, what? Why do I already look pregnant? That was a huge sign for me. Just that feeling of like looseness and bloatiness and just feeling kind of funky. Yep. A couple more. Next is lightheadedness. I'd go down and come back up and just be like, I can't see. Like things would be black or like purple speck. It was horrible. I hate having lightheadedness because I used to faint a lot or just have that all the time, especially growing up. And it just brings back horrible memories. So lightheadedness for sure, just getting down from the ground with my kids and then standing up, or even just being on my knees or like bending down to grab something and pick it up. I just would have like this rush of like, lightheadedness. I'd sometimes fall over or just need to sit down right away. It's just your blood and your oxygen levels are like so different even early on in pregnancy, my midwife said, so it's totally normal. Just be careful. Lastly is metallic taste. This is a given. A lot of women know this, but I had this really intense this time around, and I actually had it really intense with my last pregnancy too. That metallic taste, you'd eat something and be like, this tastes, honestly, tastes kind of bloody. Like it's that kind of copper iron metallic taste. It's horrible. It ruins your dishes. The things you really want to eat, it just ruins it. Even water can taste kind of metallic, but that was very normal for me. And it reduces as my pregnancy goes on, and it's super heightened at the beginning of my pregnancy. Yeah, I don't know why. So I would lean a lot to more acidic foods because I felt like they weren't heavily like metallic tasting. It wasn't as bad. Praise the Lord. Because I hate metallic, like that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. But that was pretty much like all my signs and symptoms. That was the stuff that I was really experiencing before I got my positive. And if I had one or two of those things, I'd be like, maybe I'm pregnant. But because I had so many of them, and this was my fourth baby, I was like, you know your body, you know what's going on, you're probably pregnant. And if you guys watch my pregnancy video, like where I take my pregnancy test, and I can link it below, I say, I know I'm pregnant. If I'm pregnant, and I am pregnant because I know I'm pregnant, I know I'm pregnant. I still have that shock when I see that positive pregnancy test, but I'm like, girl, you know, especially if you've done this multiple times, you just know. So there you have it. Getting bright again. What is happening? Thank you guys so much for being here and watching today's video. I always encourage people to wait that full 2 weeks, and sometimes it can feel really long, but it is so worth it. I think it's important during those weeks to just take care of yourself and love on yourself and give yourself whatever you need just to be healthy mentally and even physically. So I'm so glad that you guys clicked on today's video. Again, go check out Delilah's video. It's down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!